Good evening, Emery. Hi, Emery.
Hi, I can just hear you, Megan.
Thanks so much for joining me. How's the volume now?
I'll just make sure my volume's up. Can you hear me okay, Megan?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yes.
Great. So thanks so much for logging in and meeting with me today. Do you give me permission to record this interview?
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I apologise in advance, but my camera does intermittently switch off. So I am
No
sorry
problem.
about that.
That's fine.
So we do need to go through a few things as per my original email with you prior to us starting the assessment process. Now, please feel free to stop me at any time if you require any further clarification or any explanations at all.
No problem.
So I'll be going through a list of requirements that we need to cover off prior to your assessment for the unit that you're working towards. And to clarify how your work is graded, you won't be allocated a percentage or A, B, or C, etc. So your work will be deemed satisfactory or not yet satisfactory. And the competency standard that you have enrolled in and are being assessed for is the BSB TEC 303, creating electronic presentations. And the reason for the assessment is not only to build on the skills for your role that you are employed with at Good Dog Treats, but to formally acknowledge that you have met those learning outcomes for the standard. So your results will contribute to a competency decision for your BSB TEC 303. And this forms part of your overall qualification and shows that you can perform these tasks in real or simulated work environments. Now, Emery, does that all make sense to you so far?
Yes, thank you, Megan.
Great. So there are two assessments. The first being your project where you created an electronic presentation for Good Dog Treats and you set up your ergonomic workplace and you were adhering to the style guides for your presentation. So this one was to be completed in your own time. Once you've completed this, you will need to return this to me via your LMS and you would upload that. Have you had any difficulty navigating through that so far?
No, that's been fine. Thank you.
Wonderful. And so I will assess these. And once you've got your grade, I'll send it back to you via the LMS. And you will go in and acknowledge that you have received these marks. And if you agree to the grade, we can chat about, and then you'll acknowledge that you agree with the grade. And we'll talk a bit more about that in detail shortly. So in the second assessment task, we'll be doing part one of this together online in a group. It will be a mock meeting with your workplace supervisor, so that will be me, and your colleagues, and you'll discuss the requirements for an electronic presentation. This electronic presentation will be one that you'll be finalising. So during this meeting, you'll be required to collaborate as part of the team and then finalise an electronic presentation that has been started by another person. So this assessment has two parts to it. So part A, which is the role play and discussion, which we have together online, and part B, which is the finalising the presentation, which you'll do in your own time. And once you've finalised the part B, you'll email that to me upon completion through the LMS system.
Sure.
Any questions so far?
No, thank you, Megan.
Right. So to attain a satisfactory result, you are required to pass all of the assessments as discussed within the time frame outlined. All of your results are confidential and only released to those people who are approved to view them. And your results will not be shared with any other candidates. Your results are stored in a lock system that only myself as your trainer and occasionally some auditors may need to access them for educational integrity purposes. So if your result for an assessment activity is S, that's for satisfactory, it means you've met all of these requirements for the task and do not need to redo that activity. If your result is NYS, which is not yet satisfactory, it means there are some gaps in your evidence. I'll give you the specific feedback required and what needs to be improved or added, and you'll be giving another opportunity to submit that evidence within our reassessment rules. And that will give you a chance to address those gaps so you can work towards a satisfactory result. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Thank you, Megan.
Wonderful. And also in regards to your grades, if you do not agree with the outcome of your grades, you are covered by Popwater's appeals process. So the first step in the appeals process will be to discuss the result with me so that I can explain the decision and the evidence you've used. And if you still have concerns, then you can follow Popwater's training and appeals process, which may include having another assessor review the decision. So information about the appeals process is available to you in your student handbook and from the training manager, Steph Butler. And you'll have those details in your welcome email. So for the online assessments, Emery, and to ensure we are meeting the guidelines, we will need to be able to see your face during the online assessment. So just like this, we would need to have your camera on.
Sure.
So we'll also need to witness that you are engaging with the online material and the activity. And it's completely your choice to not engage and not have your camera on. But just so you understand and you're aware, this means that you would not be able to achieve a certificate of attainment.
Okay.
So it's my responsibility to ensure that you are feeling safe and supported during the assessment. So please, if at any stage prior to or during the assessment process you feel unsafe, you feel uncomfortable, or you experience any technical or cyber safety concerns, please do let myself know or the training manager, Steph, know immediately. That way we can take action.
No problem.
And in addition to this, it's also your responsibility to follow online meeting etiquette for other people's cyber safety also. Using respectful language and protecting the privacy of yourself and others in the training group. This also means that safe behaviours such as not sharing passwords or posting inappropriate content will be your responsibility. Okay?
Yep.
Another responsibility of yours will be to come prepared to the meetings with the technology that you require. So the resources that are listed in your email, and also that you need to arrive on time so we can all start together as a group, and submitting your completed work on time. So your assessment task 1 is to be submitted in the LMS by Monday the 15th of June. And your live online meeting for the assessment task 2, part A, will be on Thursday, the 18th of June, and that will be at 3 p.m. Which that will all be in your email also. So another responsibility is that you need to upload your work safely within the LMS. And be sure to electronically sign your work to show that the work you are completing is solely your own work and not the work of someone else or that you've copied from someone else. Okay.
Yep.
Now, Emery, I just wanted to double check that your technology needs are okay going forward and that you'll continue to have this reliable access to the internet and to the Microsoft suite.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, and your access to the LMS has been easy enough for you.
It has. Thank you, Megan.
Excellent. So, do you need any additional support to access and use the functions of the Microsoft products and access your Teams meetings? Like, did you get into today's meeting okay?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful. Now, according to your learning needs assessment, you have identified as requiring support for your motor dyspraxia. So I have engaged with my training manager and the support team. And in addition to delivering your training materials in a digital format prior to the online assessment, did you require any further support directly from myself or the Popwater team?
No, actually, no, I don't. So I have speech to text software and touch typing apps already installed at student services.
Oh, great.
So work has that work has been provided to me with ergonomic an ergonomic mouse and a desk a keyboard. So they have I have one set up already at home and at work. I might just need a bit of extra time when it comes to answering some of the questions, or if I need to write something in the chat or submit written work, which probably doesn't really apply to these two assessment tasks, Megan.
Wonderful. Yeah, we can certainly accommodate that within the group.
Thank
So
you.
thanks for bringing that up. And thanks again so much for your time. It appears you're all set up and ready to learn. So I'm going to have your assessments. They'll be sent out to you in the next few days. And as I said earlier, please reach out if you have any further queries or you wish to discuss anything that we've missed today. And you have my contact details if you need them. So any further questions at all, Jason, at this stage?
No, thank you very much for explaining all that, Megan.
Okay. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.